So today's topic is called the computer resistors, right? So I think you have already known about the basics of resistors. What is a resistor? You have already read in the computer organization. So I will discuss about the basics of resistors now we will discuss about the different types of resistors. These are very important. Resistors are very important in computer architecture because in the further topic we will study the resistors came in each and every operations, right? So you should know about what is a resistor. As like a flip-flop. Flip-flop is used to store a temporary data. Similarly, like resistors are used to hold the temporary data, right? And the data in the form of 0 and 1. So basically we can say that the resistors are used to hold the temporary data, right? In the form of bits 0 and 1, right? So there are different types of resistors which are used in doing the processing. Like you can see here different types of resistors. Like if we talk about the general purpose resistor, we will discuss one by one. The first is called the general purpose resistor, right? And the part of general purpose resistor is accumulator resistor. Only accumulator is there. Next is stator resistor. These are the 4 types of status resistors: carry, sign, 0 and parity. We will discuss one by one. The next is program counter resistor, stack pointer resistor, data resistor, instruction resistor, address resistor, temporary resistor, input and output resistors. And these diagrams shows the different sizes of resistors. We will discuss one by one. So let's start. As I already told, the resistors are used to hold the temporary data, right? Which type of data the resistor store? That the resistor can store the data value of any operand. Suppose the operand A came, so the value of A can be stored by the resistor. Suppose I say the value A is an operand and its address is 101. So the resistor can hold the address of an operand, right? So what I say, the resistor can hold the value of an operand, the resistor can store address of an operand, the resistor can store the calculated value in between processing. Suppose I say A plus B, so that A plus B value can be stored by a resistor, right? So different types of resistors are there and they do different types of tasks. Not a single resistor can do all these tasks. There are different types of resistors and different resistors can do different types of tasks. So we will discuss one by one what is the functioning of different types of resistors here. So let's talk about first is very most important and the most popular resistor, that is called the general purpose resistor, right? General purpose resistor, the name it says general purpose means it is used for generally and mostly used by the computer. As you know about the basic computer diagram, there is a input, output, in between there is a CPU structure is there is an accumulator. Accumulator is used for arithmetic and logical calculation, you know about it, okay, right? So general purpose resistor consists of the accumulator resistor. What is the functioning of accumulator? Accumulator is used to do the multiple calculations, means you can say that addition, subtraction, these types of calculation done by the accumulator. So accumulator resistor, what it does? I am talking about the accumulator resistor here, which is the symbol is AC. Accumulator resistor hold the value of multiplication, addition, subtraction, these types of calculations stored by the accumulator resistor. Suppose I say there are 2 operand A and B and I said add A comma B. This is an instruction. Add A comma B, that is an instruction, right? So their addition value, after adding the value of A and B, the result will be stored by the accumulator resistor, right? So in doing all the daily computer tasks, when we are doing the calculations, so all work done by the accumulator. Second is status resistor. Status is also known as flag. It's a condition. It shows the condition of a resistor. Condition means, suppose I'm talking about suppose this is an instruction, okay? Let's take this example, add A comma B. So after adding the 2 variables, or we can say that after adding the 2 operands, what will be the status of the output? The status of the output, that status is stored in the status register. What do you mean by status? Means flag. Means suppose there are two numbers, suppose 1001 and 1110. When I add these, or suppose when I subtract this, so whether the result carry the carry bit or not, right? So whether the result, if there is a carry after the subtraction or after the addition, if there is a carry bit, that will be stored here, right? Sign also shows whether the output contain the sign, whether it contain the positive sign or the negative sign, right? So that result is stored in the sign register. Zero flag means whether the output contains 0 or not, right? Parity I think you already know. Parity means there are two types of parities, even parity and odd parity. Suppose I write 1110, right? So here there are odd number of ones, that is called odd parity, right? Or if I write 111100, so here even number of ones, that is called even parity. So after doing the processing, after doing the calculation, whether the result contain even number of parity or odd number of parity, that is the working of the parity bit. So if I sum up the status register, what is the functioning of status register? Status register basically store the status after the calculation in the form of these four registers, whether the output contain carry or not in the carry, whether the result is sign bit plus or minus, whether it can be 0 or not in the 0 flag, and whether this is a even parity or odd parity in the parity bit, right? So we have already done about the general purpose, that is an accumulator resistor. Yes, accumulator resistor is also known as processor resistor, right? Because it is doing the processing of the different types of calculations. And we have already done about the status resistor. Now let us talk about the program counter resistor. Program counter, the name it shows counter. Counter means counting. जैसे आप कंप्यूटर में करते हो काउंटिंग, लूप चलती रहती है, राइट? सो प्रोग्राम काउंटर रजिस्टर बेसिकली क्या करेगा? इट इज यूज्ड टू read the instruction one by one. Suppose I say there are 10 instructions are there, right? And it read the instruction, first instruction is read, then second instruction, then third. When first instruction is read by the computer, then the value of program counter is, shortcut form is PC. Then the value of program counter is incremented by 1. Means now the task of second instruction, right? Now second instruction is come. When second is read by the computer, then program counter again incremented. It means now 2 plus 1, that is 3, and so on. In this way program counter resistor works, right? Same like program counter, there is stack resistor, right? Their working is different, but they doing the same task, right? Stack resistor, same task done like a program counter resistor, but the difference is that program counter counting incremented the value of program counter 1 by 1, but stack pointer works in the form of stack, right? It store the value of different types of instructions, like instruction 1, 2, 3, 4, and so and so. First it count the instruction 1, then pop up, then second instruction, then pop up. In this way it works, right? So the working is different but doing the same task, program counter and the stack pointer. Stack pointer work in the form of stack, it shows in the form of stack. In the form of stack there are different types of instructions. It read first instruction, then pop up. It read second instruction, then pop up. It read third instruction, then pop up, and so, right? So next is data register. As the name suggests, data register means it store the value of any data. It store any operand. Suppose A is an operand, B is an operand, right? So that these operand value that can be stored in the data register. So that I think it's a very simple register, no need about talk about very much about detailed study about the data register, because it's a simple task. It store the data, right, temporary type. Next is instruction register. Instruction register hold the instructions which are ready to execute but now in the waiting, right? It stores the instruction, right, instruction register, clear, and which are ready for the processing, and processing is done by the accumulator resistor, right? Next is address register. As the name suggests, address. This register only and only used to hold the address of an instruction. Suppose there is an instruction A, B is there, so the address of an operand B, these addresses are stored by the address register, right? Temporary register. Temporary register basically is used to hold the temporary value during the execution. What do you mean by temporary register? Suppose I'm giving an example. Suppose A star B plus C, right? This is an instruction. So first we will calculate A star B, right? So that is done by the accumulator resistor, clear? So in between this is a half calculation. That value stored temporary into the temporary resistor, clear, and after that the value is added to C and the result goes to the output. Input and output resistor. Input short form is INPR and output OUTR. As the name suggests, input resistor. Input means when we are giving the input through the keyboard, when we press the keyboard, right, when we giving the instruction through the mouse click. So the input, the value first goes to the input resistor and then goes to another resistor, right? The next is output resistor. Output resistor means after the processing, when the result comes to the screen, before coming to the screen, the result goes to the output resistor, and after that the result comes to the screen. So that's all about the resistors. Here I show different sizes of resistors, right? As you can see, the input and output resistor is of 8 bits, 0 to 7 and 0 to 7 and 0 to 7, clear? If we talk about program counter and address, both are of 12 bits, 0 to 11 and 0 to 11. If I talk about instruction resistor, temporary resistor, data resistor and accumulator resistor, all are value from 0 to 15, means these all are of 16 bits. So you must have to know about the sizes of resistors also. So that's all about the resistors, right? Thank you.